Hey, Issa. So, I want to talk to you about something kind of serious for a second. Like, not that serious, but just about college. So, I know you're going to be starting in the next year, and if there's one class that I would seriously recommend you take, it's COMM121. I took it this last semester, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic. It literally changed the way that I talk to people, like, genuinely. And it's not like, before you even say anything, it's not one of those boring GE classes that you take to, just get it over with or just to get credit. Like, this one actually teaches you how to talk to people. And not only that, but how to handle arguments, how to say what you're feeling without making things worse, and just how to be more aware of how you're coming off in general. And honestly, I think that would really help you. And I say that because I think it would really help anybody. You'd probably love it. I'm not even kidding. And who would have thought I'd come to you and say, you would love this class, you need to take it. But here I am. So, one of the biggest things we talked about actually was conflict. So, in chapter 9, we learned that conflict isn't really about fighting. It's literally just about people trying to get their needs met. That's it. And this class teaches you how to deal with that. Not only deal with that, but deal with it in a healthy way. Like, how to be assertive, not aggressive, not passive, like literally just clear and respectful. And Issa, like, you already know, you've seen me spiral. So now that I'm actually learning, I'm learning how to pause, how to think, how to say what I need and not make it a bigger situation than it needs to be. And before you say anything else, if you don't believe me yet, this isn't even like a theory. Like, this literally happened to me the other day at work. So there was a situation that normally I could have or would have just ignored, and maybe brought up later to vent with my friends. But this time I actually said something. I brought it up calmly and it got handled. Like, no tension, no awkward energy. It was chill, like so chill. And honestly, I think that has a lot to do with COMM121. So if you're not sold just yet, we also learned about perception in chapter 6 and essentially how we misread people all the time, especially over text or social media. You know, when someone sends just the okay text and you're like, where's the okay, AY? Like, what's your problem? Maybe you don't, but yeah. Anyways, that's perception bias. That's your brain essentially filling in the blanks based on what you expect, not what's actually real. And this class helped me check myself with that and just ask instead of assuming things. And there's also this concept called communication climate. That was in my chapter 10. And it's basically about the overall emotional vibe in your relationships. We learned about these things called the 4 horsemen: criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling. And like, if those show up regularly in how you communicate, things are gonna go downhill. And it made me realize I've definitely done a lot of those things. But now I actually know how to fix it, and I know how to channel my energy instead of ignoring it in general. And wow, boy, did I need that, and I had no clue. And lastly, we also read this article, or I read this article on Very Well Mind, and it said that mindful communication, like just being present and actually listening, can lower your stress. Not only lower your stress, but literally make your relationships stronger. And like, that's just facts. Like, I literally feel it in all my relationships. So yeah, in general, I really think you should take COMM 121. And it's not just another class. It's a class that actually helps you deal with people better, with life, with family, friends, relationships, coworkers, whatever. It's one of the only classes that I feel like I didn't just get through. Like, I actually got something from it. And feel like you would get a lot out of it too. So thank you for listening to me, and I really hope you take the class. You'll definitely thank me later.